Yoga for Healing Warriors. I'm going to tap back in and see what else there is to know. What is the message? Master teachers, ancestors and guides, archangels, all that surround us and protect us and guide us. What is it that we need to know? Karmic relationships, resentments and triggers. That's all a part of the healing process in the shadow work. Gaining new perceptions. The intensity of letting go. Being in karmic relationships, lessonships is what they should be called. They're karmic relationships because you're both on your lower vibrations. And someone on a low vibration and someone that's gained a new perception have gained control of their emotions, not letting their emotions control them, therefore losing those triggers, not having resentment, but having gratefulness for learning the lesson. It is an intense journey, a journey that must be taken solo dolo at some point. Because when you're elevating, not all elevate at the same pace. So as you're elevating, you'll be dropping off baggage, things that weigh you down, things that are not elevating you, causing you delays, causing you procrastinations. Being honest with yourself first is a part of that. Not making excuses for yourself or for anyone else. Holding yourself at a higher standard. What is it that we need to know? So far, it seems to be about the both ends. Again, from the last reading, it was showing us polar opposites in all aspects. Ship, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, and progressing and arriving at your destination. But you can't do that when you're anchored in on those weighing you down, holding you back, causing you delays, causing you procrastination. It would be self-sabotage at this point, causing you to have to rebuild. Rather doing that, be persistent. Keep working on yourself instead of having to repeatedly go back in and repair, seal in cracks. What else do we need to know about this ship cutting ties? What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit, divine ancestors? You cut ties with those that were not rising like the phoenix. Those that are not going on to the new phase, that want to rekindle, wanting to renew, like we saw that sabotage and wanting to repair, rebuild, repeat. Not having those triggers, not holding resentment with those that have not had a changed mind and heart, including those that we had soul ties to, family, lovers, marriages, long-term relationships that were all karmic relationships that you had to cut ties with and move forward with someone that you thought was going to be a life partner. a soul contract, a soul connection, somebody that you started off on the same footing maybe, but outgrew each other. Or someone that you had a soul contract with that blew it, wanting to abuse the soul contract, thinking you would always be there, now finding out that they didn't rise to the occasion and that you were not left hanging at, like a key on a ring, waiting for them to come and turn you on. You cut ties. You moved on. You knew that this was a karmic relationship. You gained a new perception. You did the intense work, shadow work, letting go. So you're fleeting that turmoil because you've been ascending, learning and expanding onto a new phase, preparing for unions of those of like minds. Someone that you will get a call from that's expressing their love. Somebody that's been thinking of you, that are going to inform you of their feelings. This is either a new or someone of past that wants to return. Somebody that has an ascendant. Someone that's been out partying and wasting time, having fun, living in the moment, literally wasting the moments. They want to come in and offer you a union. I am sensing the presence of two different masculine or two different feminine that a masculine has their eye on, that they want to marry, have something long-term with. I'm not sure if this is a past or a new yet. This may be a past that does not feel enough, that's lacking confidence, and they've self-sabotaged the past, wanting to return, although they have not ascended, still in their ego and fear, feeling frustrated, wanting to put a ring on it, wanting to have a union with you. Because you have a healing heart, a healing hand, healing energy. And they need your energy to heal because they are not doing the work. They're filled with toxicity and addictions. And this would only be an abusive relationship. This person was a runner, maybe a twin flame. You know, they romanticize that twin flame journey, the runner-chaser theory. Read up, please. Don't go off of what you hear other people say. This is someone that knows that you're lighthearted, and they're trying to find a way out of their trauma, their drama, after having an epiphany that you've ascended, that you have things coming in, and they need your light and your healing. So they want to play on your heartstrings. You'll get a surprise call or message, something coming from this person, because now they want to be the chaser. They're playing that mind-controlled theory of the runner-chaser, twin flame journey, soulmate journey, wanting to meet up with you and have coffee, because they believe in that theory, that they could play with it like it was a game. But you're too grounded. You're too grounded for this shady character that's watching and looking at you, stalking you, seeing that you've changed your perspective, seeing that you know that they are a snake, only about competition, an enemy in plain sight. This is someone you know would have a third party, another woman, someone always in the background, expecting that you would be involved in looking over your shoulder. But you know the clarity and truth of the situation. no matter how dark of the shades they wear. The mind manipulation, the mind fuckery, does not work on someone of intelligence that is enhancing and expanding on themselves and ascending, that have gained the lessons and the revelations and moved forward in determination. No matter how hard you come with yours as passion, believing that there's an insane chemistry that cannot be broken, that there would always be a burning desire, that whoever would be addicted to you because you have addictions, because you're obsessed, because you have no restraint. And this person also feels that you are possession and want to gain control over you. And they don't want you to say anything about or recognize how they have blocked emotions. Just go with the passion. Ignore the truth and clarity that you have that this is a snake, a shady character that only wants to bind you. Because they lack self-confidence, they need to gain that by having yours. Thinking that they could come in using mumbo jumbo gibberish that they're regurgitating, that they've learned from someone else's mouth, only to self-sabotage themselves again because of their ego and fear, only causing more frustrations. They're not your teddy bear. They're not really interested in you or a blooming romance. They only want the chance to date and get in your energy to cause more endings. This relationship is over. You've already ascended. There's no second chances. You've already grown, transformed many times over. And what is dead is dead. There's no repairing this situation. They've already self-indulged while you gain more self-worth and value of yourself. And this time taken, you have used to heal. You've done your shadow work and you give yourself self-appreciation. And now you're partying, living it up, having fun with self, loving self, happily single, living in the moment with time with friends of those of like minds, enjoying the flow of life and the rays of the sun, Ra energy. Let's see, who is this character? Who is this energy that you've cut ties with? They recognize that you have ascended, and now they want to send you a love message. Who is this energy? We already know that they have not ascended, and they want to come and feed off your energy, bind to you, pull on your heartstrings, use sex and call it love, use a past history, memories, nostalgia to try to also mind fuck you, and think that you would become overindulgent, lost in the chemistry and the passion, and they would be able to overcome you, and you guys would be together again, soulmates. But they're meeting a tower. Total chaos and upheaval because they were living in a delusion, watching you ascend, thinking that they could come and tag along, only to find that they're being dropped on their heads. Transformations come either the hard way or the soft way. And the soft way ain't soft. It's work. To be a star, motherfrickers. It takes work. Pouring into the earth, pouring into yourself. We're not awaiting any phone calls. We're already celebrating our growth, living in the moment, as in celebrating the small victories as happily as the large victories. In this star energy that has ascended, they are feeling, this card keeps coming out for them. These ones that have not ascended are in high anxiety, sleepless nights, tensions. And as I said before, you may be feeling tugs at this if you were close to this person, especially if it was not that long ago of a breakup. But some of these breakups, this has been years you have not spoken with this person. And now they're in anxiety and feeling a failure, knowing that they haven't ascended and done any work. Now looking back, thinking about you, how they should be bound to you. That's Ma'at. The ancestors are not feeling this. They're saying leave them out in the cold. I'm going to end this reading right here because I think the ancestors have said this is enough. You are the star. They are projecting because they are feeling this way in worries and stress, thinking of all the swords they've thrown and how they're out in the cold, wishing to return. Listen to your guides, your totem animals, your inner knowing. Peace.